Nacho Average Tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome back to Nacho Average Tabletop. I'm Zach,
And I'm Pepper.
and we're back with another try before you buy and playthrough of a game on Board Game Arena, where we look at a game and how it's implemented. It has an online version on Board Game Arena. It's kind of the platform we use. I haven't ever tried Tabletop Simulator. Have you tried that one?
I don't think so.
So I know that's the other popular one, but we try some of these board games on here and let you know what we think. If we think it's a good implementation of the game, if you should go get the physical copy of the game, or if this version's just fine. And today you can see we're looking at a classic
Game you might
Ticket
have
to
heard of.
Ride. Ticket to Ride, which most of you maybe already have the physical copy of, but we thought this would be a good one to show. Let us know if you have any suggestions on games you've maybe seen on here that you'd want to see us play through it. We'll kind of do that at the end. We'll do kind of a little round or two of action, tell you what we think,
Yeah.
and then do the playthrough. If you want to just see the playthrough, kind of skip to that portion of the video. But otherwise, we'll get right into it.
We are playing the Mega game, which I think includes this 1910 expansion. Maybe some extra stuff. I'm not sure, but there are a few different settings that you can do on
stuff.
here. And there's also Ticket to Ride Europe is on here as well. I do not know, was this a premium game?
I should have looked at that. I do not recall. Let me check.
But yeah, Ticket to Ride is, if you know the game, which you probably do. If you're watching this, you probably do know the game. Very popular.
It is premium.
It is premium. So if you do want to play with your friends online, one of you, unless you just get into random matchups together, you would probably be better getting a premium membership, which, what is the cost of that currently? You're the one who has that.
I think when I first started, I think it was only like 24, like $2 a month, but I feel like they recently changed it to 36, or 24 a year, $2 a month, $36, so $3 a month, I believe it is. I don't know if they have a monthly rate that's a little bit more. I just do the yearly one. I believe that's now 36. So it's a little more spinny, but yeah, if you think you'll be playing a lot of games on here, which I think you definitely could. They have brand new games coming out all the time. Like some are even not even Kickstarted or what. Like some have come out that haven't even had the Kickstarter go yet and stuff. So I'm like, getting some pretty new games on here. So
yeah, and this is one of the very new games.
Yeah,
It's the Ticket to Ride map. It looks pretty clear. It's just like you'd see it on the tabletop. And where is the option of? Oh boy, I'm messing up the screen very much. Yeah, I got to keep my destination. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to zoom in the market of cards, but I am choosing my destinations here, which
yes,
he should not know. But as you can see, it highlights the one that you are over, which I really like, and it also shows all the ones that you do have in your destination card, so you get a good view of what all you might want to group together. I like that they do that in this versus just showing you only the one you're looking at.
Yeah, I would agree. I really do. I like that it makes it very obvious. Whereas,
although it does make it tempting to add just one more. I'm like, well, that's just one off the group. That's just one more.
That is true. That is fair. But yeah, in real life, I know maybe this version's a little bit easier since I'm from the United States to kind of have a little bit of an idea where these places are. But I know for a fact, like the Europe one, sometimes it's like, oh yeah, where's that again on the map? And it's kind of hard to see. Whereas, yeah, that makes it very easy to see.
Checking if there is something here to do with those cards, because once they are down in the claimed area, I do find them a little harder to sometimes hover over since they are in this stacked formation. There might be a way to adjust it some way, but this is how it's set up basically, so it's a little harder to do it in that way.
Yeah, that's true too.
But yeah, so in this game, you're claiming cards from this market and selling them or trading them in to place your terrains on sections of this board of the matching colors and amount of cards. So here, it's your turn. So
Oh, it's my
we can
turn.
just play a few turns and
Yep.
show how it goes. And you'll score points for the different sections that you claim throughout the board, which you'll see pretty shortly, and then also points for connecting the cities on your cards. So let's go. Where did I actually want? I should pay attention to where I want to actually go here. Let's pick up an orange here and pick up a yellow. Oh boy. Should have just drawn from the top. I could have gotten that wild card.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if I should explain all the rules to Ticket to Ride.
You can kind of explain them, and we can, as we're going through a few turns here.
So like with that wild card, if you do pick a wild card from the face-up row, that's the only card you get to pick up. If you draw it off the top, then you're just lucky, and you can continue picking up cards. It could be a rule that you could forget, possibly in real life, what you're able to, and could even possibly forget if there's a lot of thinking and discussion how many cards you have picked up at that point, and having it online will clear that up. I don't usually have an issue with that, but it could be helpful.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, we're going to be laying some cards down real soon here.
Yeah, maybe. You never
Maybe.
know.
It depends if we're going to play with kind of a super advanced Vegas strategy where we just collect dozens and dozens of cards and then finally start laying routes. I'll choose not to play like that. Actually, I will pick up this orange card. I will pick up a couple more cards first because I do want them. It's so tempting. You see what you want to get.
It is.
I can just go heavy orange here. What do I need to get to? Okay, let's play some cards. I am going to play these 4 oranges. So I click the 4 cards in my hand and then click the route that I want to play it on. So now I've discarded those cards and scored points as well for that 4 route, which was 7 points. We just did the same thing for a 3 route for 4 points. I don't know if you can see, our faces are probably covering it up. It has a tracker of your points in the top right here, as well as your remaining cards, which is an end game trigger, is when you get down to like 3 or less cards, I think it is. So I do like a lot that they have that tracker there so that you can just quickly go over, don't have to count anything, just tells you how close they are to triggering that, as well as showing you how many cards, destination cards, as well as color cards everyone has.
Right. Yeah, I 100% agree that extra bit of information is very helpful in kind of keeping track. I guess I don't know. So spoil it, we do have a physical copy of this, so this isn't the only way we play the game. But I guess I don't know. Is that public? I've never asked, I guess, someone how many cards they have. I don't know if that's public information or not. But
if they have it as an option here, it must be able to ask. But yeah, I don't ever remember reading that in there, that you can ask people how many cards. So I'm not sure. But yeah, it's just a real quick game. Not a lot of like, confirm turn things in here, which I think can get annoying with certain games, especially like this, where it's supposed to be just really quick, back and forth, especially when you're just doing something simple like drawing cards. It does feel just as quick as in real life.
Yeah, I would agree.
And there were 3 wilds. It just popped up and discarded those, which is a rule. If there's 3 wilds out in the market, it refreshes, does that for you. Don't have to forget that rule.
Yeah, that's a nice rule as well. But yeah, that's kind of how the gist of the game goes if you've never played it. So yeah, we can give our thoughts. We kind of have stated some of the differences already and some of the things we like about those differences. But yeah, I think this is if you haven't played the game yet, I think this is a great implementation of it. It makes it very easy outside of, maybe the cards themselves, I don't know. They're like you said, there might be a way to easily destination ones, an easy way to actually look at those, but you do have your areas highlighted in green that at
Yeah,
least show the cities
continuously
that you
high.
need to connect to. So
Yes, I do really like
that
that.
is at least useful in that way. So that's maybe the one kind of negative if you can't see your destination cards easily. But yeah, there may be a setting to adjust that. So that might just be user error.
Yeah,
But yeah, otherwise, I think this is a great way to learn the game and figure out if it's one that you're going to like. But I would say that in this case, I would definitely say if you just only ever played the physical version of this game and bought it, I think you're gonna enjoy that as well. I you get a good experience either way, and it's not surprising that it was a game that got a lot of people into the hobby and has continued to get a lot of people into the hobby. Or even if it hasn't gotten them into the hobby, it's one that I think people might actually pick up as a modern board game and just play as one of theirs to go along with, their monopolies and clues and stuff like that. I think it's very much approachable to where anyone could buy this game. So
yeah, I agree with that very much. Yeah, I think that I don't think one version is really trumps the other. I think, yeah, it does help to be able to see the locations, especially if it isn't a map that you're familiar with. You can take a little time to actually see, okay, where is this, where is that, and this does make it very clear for you, as well as scoring, which I think you're
mhm.
supposed to do throughout the game, always, but a lot of times in the physical version, we'll maybe forget or we worry about forgetting the small routes that every turn, possibly missing scoring something. So we just usually wait until the end of the game to
Mhm.
score all the routes. So we have a lot less information as to what the score is. Where in
Yeah.
this, it will be keeping the score for you. So if you are finding that an issue, that you may forget the little scoring throughout the game, this
And
would
you
help with
want to
that.
know. Yeah,
And
and
you
you
want
want
to
to
know,
know.
yeah,
Because yeah, I feel like we play with people that don't really care that much if they
yeah,
have that information. But yeah, I think technically you're right. I think you're supposed to have them scored, and
yeah,
then I think there are people too that recheck at the end of the game too. So
yeah,
you could
yeah.
do it that way as well. But yeah, this definitely tracks it much easier than physically doing it, and it is quicker. It is a quicker way to play it.
It
I
is
think you
quick.
can get this done a lot quicker than in the normal version, even though turns are still very quick.
Yeah.
You're
Still
not
gotta
having to
shuffle
shuffle
those
cards,
cards to
right?
start it off. Yeah. And one more thing, I do think, just one more thing. I think I don't see it anywhere, but for longest train, I would like if they had a counter here for everyone's current longest
Yeah,
train and maybe highlighted it as well.
I would agree with that because it is surprising that they don't have something showing that because they have all that other information, and that is
As public as
one
it
of
can
the
be.
piece one of the pieces of information that is as public as it gets. So I don't, yeah, I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, especially since that is awarded out in this one, I am surprised that they don't have that. But yeah, otherwise, I would definitely recommend checking this one out on here. You can also check out the Europe version. We may do a video on that one, so stay tuned. Subscribe if you want to potentially see that. Like the video, we'd uh, love it if you did that. But yeah, otherwise, give us any recommendations if there are games on Board Game Arena you'd like to learn more about, and we can go learn them if we haven't played them before, or if we know them already, we can get in there and do that. But otherwise, we're going to go to the rest of the playthrough now. So, yeah, if that's all you wanted to see, thanks for watching. But otherwise, we're going to start now, Pepper, and I'm going to whoop you.
And welcome to the video, everyone who
All
just
aboard.
wanted to see the playthrough. All aboard! Choo choo.
About to
Okay,
whoop them.
now we get serious.
This is as serious as it gets. Oh, wow. This guy snagging it from me.
Oh boy.
Snagging that from me.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about this. I'm not sure what I want to do with this route around here. He's probably just now he's spying on me, looking at all my cards. Very likely. Okay,
I could do that if I wanted, but I have not.
it's a good play. Okay, I could go. Oh, that's one way I could go. No matter what, I think we're gonna need some of these. And there's another one. Hmm.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Guess yeah. What now that you've played America Map more, what do you prefer of the two? America and Europe being your probably two most played.
Yeah, I mean, I I think America's got. I don't know that's more cutthroat necessarily, but it doesn't have the tunnels, which are
Yeah.
a more friendly part that's in Europe. So
No. The
sometimes I probably
stations,
prefer to play with that.
stations,
Yeah, the stations.
not the tunnels. The tunnels are
Oh,
very
not the tunnels. Not the tunnels. I do like the tunnels.
tunnels.
Uh, that's kind of a cool thing that they added there. Dang it.
Yeah, I've grown to like the American, which just might be like have extra routes in this version. Maybe I'm not sure. This expansion is slightly different than the very original, but I
Yeah.
have grown to like the American map. Where originally I was like, oh, this is boring. This doesn't have any of the cool little additional things. But like you
Mhm.
said, it's a classic for a reason. It still works. It still shines gameplay wise.
It does. Oh shoot.
Oh boy, did you not have to go? Did you go to the wrong? Were you supposed to go to the right with that next route?
No, but I may have just burned a while. I
Oh,
thought it was five, but it was six. So
oopsie.
oopsie doopsie. Oh well. What do you do?
What do you do?
So there is one thing. I
Yeah,
don't
you
believe
wouldn't
you
do that.
can
You
undo.
you wouldn't do that in real life. That is
That's right.
true.
So yeah, if you're still sticking around, that is one thing that's a little bit different.
Now we know. And it clears out the double routes for you that they are no longer claimable in
Yeah.
this player count.
Hmm.
Oh boy, I do not like taking wilds from the dang bro. Sometimes you might just need them. You might need them. But I'd rather draw off the top and get cards that I don't need at all.
Sometimes you just got to do that.
Will not take my medicine. Do I sacrifice long train? Hmm, I don't know what he's going to be planning on here. Uh,
I don't know what I'm planning on either.
Now we revert to the gameplay of just drawing a bunch of cards. Okay, okay. Oh, that. I think I need that. Yes, exactly. Maybe.
I don't like the sound of that.
I don't know what route I want to go with. If I want to go like this, I'll hover over the screen for everybody. If I want to go something like this, and then gonna do that for fancy's sake. I just go like that and down, or if I just do a little detour, maybe for go longest train, which I do not want to do. Oh boy, what do we get? What do we get?
Getting some fresh stuff.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Let's just pick one of those.
Hmm, 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 hmm.
Hmm. Mhm. Ooh, should it be? Yeah, let's do that. Got the four blues. Gotta just play it. Good things. Okay.
Shoot. Just got in the wild. Wild thing.
Let's draw some tickets.
Drawing tickets.
Oh, all these are they're possible. So should I go for them all? That one's kind of hard. But like they're all just a little bit off, but can I actually do them? Why not? That's a horrible decision. Probably don't even have enough trains to actually do this. But we are going to try.
Oh wow.
Don't like this.
Yeah, of course. Hmm.
Get that.
Oh boy. Everything is getting all crazy now.
Hmm. Okay, do that.
Got the cheesy train cars out there now. It's yellow cheese.
Yes, draw these. Okay. Oh, no, never mind. I can't say that. I can't say that.
Can't say it.
I
What can't you say?
refuse. But I have 5 wilds.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Thinking I'm like I could try to just cut that off. It would have been, it would have been maybe a little.
I was thinking you might do it. I was a little worried. Should have probably done that in the opposite order that I did it, but
Oh, yeah. Ooh, perfect.
But I did
perfect
not.
draw. I mean, not perfect. It wasn't wild. It was the color. I would have made the wild.
I need some tickets. He's got 8 tickets?
I got 8 tickets.
Or is that how many you could have?
I have drawn 8 tickets
Oh, well.
in total. So you do know how many that I have. So you have
Oh, wow.
tickets.
Wow, wow, wow. I'm way behind him then.
Perfect. Go ahead. I do need something though. I do need something.
Hmm. Eight tickets. Scaring me. Do I need more tickets? I don't know.
We know where my strength
Well,
is.
that's unfortunate. That is real unfortunate. Hmm. Don't think I got enough time.
There.
Hmm. So I did not trigger the end of the game. It must be 2
Oh,
cards.
it did not. Ooh.
Oh boy. Do I draw more tickets? Uh,
The end of game. As soon as 2 or fewer training.
are you gonna give me some information on whether or not you've completed all of them?
Do you want information on if I've completed all of them?
No, that's fine. I mean, it's just about even right now, so. Oh man, that's tough. It's about even.
This is the final round. Says I think you got longest train on me. So
I'm not sure.
do I draw more? I reach a lot of things. I hope to get some points that way.
You do. You do, unfortunately.
Or do I just take some points?
Yeah, you got 3. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I thought I was going to trigger it by going down to 3. So I grabbed those 2 extra yellows. I'm like, I get something to do.
Yeah. Well, I can play for 1 point, or I can go for the destination tickets.
You don't have a lot of reach, but you do go into the center there for a few things.
Yeah. I think I just take the point and hope.
Okay.
We. Ooh. Dang it! I should have went for the tickets.
Should have went for the tickets. What was that one bonus that I got here? That
I
must be
don't
with the
know.
expansion.
Must
I
be.
just cluelessly got extra points.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, whoa.
So you had 39 in your longest path. I had 28.
What is it? The
I
player who
got the
completed the
globe
most
trot.
destination tickets. Ah, it's 15.
Oh, okay.
Okay, maybe then
Then yeah, you could.
I might have went for it, but yeah, still I
That's
don't know.
15-point bonus. Okay.
I also didn't
That's-
know how many tickets were left since I had gone through it a few times, like
Oh,
before
yeah.
it would have been reshuffled because I didn't have like any of the other ones. I wasn't even close
Oh,
to any of the other ones that I had options at. So everything I threw back, I was not close. Like I needed to get a
yeah.
connection. The closest one I was, that would have been a lot, was if I could get to Miami. But at the time, I had the 6 blacks. If I had 6 reds,
Oh,
could
yeah.
have probably gotten that one, and that would have been, I can't remember how much it was. Probably still wouldn't have been enough, but
Yeah.
would have been very close.
Yeah, there's one that you could have drawn that I had for 8 points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty close, actually.
Yeah, if you would have tried to block me, though, I would have been in a lot of trouble because when I
Yeah.
laid that last connection, it connected all 3 of my starting tickets
Oh,
that I
this
kept.
San Francisco one?
Yep. That's when I finally got all 3 of them.
That would be a pretty big deal. So you'd have to really go around.
Yeah, and that's where I
all
was
the way
thinking
here. Yeah.
I probably played it wrong because at the time I had 6 blacks. So I should have played the San Francisco to Los Angeles first, and then I would have had a secondary option on the bottom
Yeah.
those blacks. So yeah, I really should have done it that way in case you did
Yeah.
block me.
I didn't have what it took. I would have had to go pick up some pinks or yellows or
Mhm.
something. So you might have seen
Mhm.
it coming then.
Yeah, that's pretty close. But yeah, it was a great game. I would definitely try it out here. If you've never played Ticket to Ride, I think it's an excellent game. It's definitely worth playing, and yeah, check it out. But otherwise, like I said before, subscribe if you liked the video. Let us know which board game arena games we should play. But otherwise, we hope to see you on the next one. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.